So when I first ordered pants, I tried it on. It was very tight because it was the first time being used. So, however, I felt, even though it was tight, it was breathable somehow. Like when I walk, I see the wind pass through. Not exactly like I was naked, but it was very comfortable, almost like my second layer of skin. And then before I put it on, I could see my legs being, kind of fat, kind of has some fat on the sides and everything. But when I put it on, I could see almost a gap between my thighs. And that's what many athletes want. Like, many athletes want to lose that. So when they put their feet together, they could see a gap between their thighs. That means that there's no extra fat. And when I put it on, I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay, if I keep wearing this, I might not have the gap one day. And also, since it was waist high, it was a bit higher than my waist. I pulled up all the way to my waist. It felt very comfortable on my waist. And that was only for the night. That was the first time wearing it. And then it was not, I had an underwear underneath. It was very comfortable. Next morning I woke up, it was still comfortable. It was not that tight anymore, but it felt like it was just on my skin, very comfortable. And that was just how I wore it to sleep. But since my mom went to Istanbul and she wanted me to try wearing it for a whole day after trying it herself, I wore it for a whole day. And at night, I wore it to play basketball. Well, normally when I go to school, I put on long pants. And on that day, I had the Elken contouring pants underneath. I expected it to be very hot, but it was not hot at all. I had to walk under the sun 15 minutes to my other class. And when I arrived, I expected myself to be sweating a lot, but none of that happened. It was just very cool inside since it was a breathable material, kodenshi, right? And then at night, I use it to play basketball. I didn't warm up much, so I was worried I might get cramps, but luckily I didn't. I think it was thanks to this pants helping my blood circulation flow and everything, making sure that I had my body heat in check. So, and sometimes you might think, oh, when you wear something and you sweat in it, and when the wind blows, it gets kind of cold. But it did get kind of cold for a little bit, for about a minute or two. But then it became like my body temperature again. So I was shocked when it was cold, but then I was glad that it became my body temperature again. And that was when I wore it for the whole day. It's also very easy to wash when you use it, but not using heavy detergent, but instead using just one shot of body shampoo. Just kind of dip it into the water for a little bit, squeeze it with a towel. It gets dry very easily. The next morning you wake up, you can wear it again. It's very easy to wash. And also, I found out when I wore it, like it may have slimmed down my waist, because yesterday I wanted to buy some new pants, but apparently I asked for my original size, which was waist 33, but they didn't have a 33, so I tried on the 32, thinking that would be still too small. But surprisingly, it was a bit loose, so I tried a 31. So basically, since last year, I have slimmed down from 34 to a 31. And recently, with the help of this pants, I've also slimmed down. It was nice to see the difference. Yeah. Thank you, Elken.